Good morning, Sahil. So here is your water cooling kit, which we are going to pack and ship to you. But before that, I will make a video about how to assemble it. And yes, this motherboard is not included in the kit. And we all from Sony Computer Technologies like to wish you a very happy and prosperous new year. So let's see how to assemble this water cooling kit so it can fit into your system. Alright, so very first we will see how to connect this CPU water block on the CPU. So it actually comes with three parts. One is water block itself, second the supporting plate or the back plate, and third is the front plate or the push plate. So very first we need to connect this back plate at the back side of the motherboard like this. So if you have a computer in which access to this particular section is allowed with from the cabinet, you don't actually need to take out the motherboard, but actually you're going to fit the chipset block as well, so think you should take out the motherboard from the system, so it will be easy for the installation as well. So here's the screws, nuts and bolts we are going to use to connect this CPU backplate and the CPU water block along with its front plate as well. So let's take them out. So first you need to put these bolts right here into the motherboard sections where you can see there is a space for this bolt or screw, whatever you like to call it. Alright, here's the second one. Third one, and the fourth. Here, all four gone. Now turn the motherboard, make sure that no screw come out. You can do it very easily, I know, you're a smart guy. Okay, now you need to put these in here. Oops. Don't worry, it's our test motherboard, so nothing will happen even if we broke it out, so that's perfectly fine. You need to connect them like this on all four sides. Okay, so we have now connected all four sides. Time to put the CPU water block. So we have not removed this protective section, so don't worry, your water block will remain intact. Now it's up to your choice in which way you want to put it. We recommend the inlet should be the downside of the system and outlet should be upper, because it will allow you to release the air bubbles more quickly. Now time to fit the front plate. It's that easy. And yes, one more thing which I forgot to mention. Before putting all this in, you need to put the thermal paste on the processor and here in the water block, so you can actually give a good contact. Without thermal paste it's not going to work that good, or you can say it's actually not going to work at all. Alright, so the front plate is in place. Now you need to take these nuts, see, and just put them here. And do it in cross formation. So one's here, then second one's here. so actually it is to put equal pressure on all sides, and I'm not going to push them hard enough. We will just connect them softly to just let you know that how to actually connect it. And with this last nut, your CPU water block is connected. See, it's that easy. You got your water block connected. Now about okay, let's see how to connect the north bridge water block. So you need to first take out the usual heatsink which comes with your motherboard and put the north bridge water block here. Of course you need to put the thermal paste. And let me show you how to get the connectors, because it's a bit different than this one. So this section will actually go to the bottom of the motherboard like this. Of course this is not the place where actually you're going to put, because I do not have those kind of holes. Then you need to put one of these nuts here to tighten it. Once you get it connected on the both side, you need to put your water block here like this and just connect it. Tighten it and your water block will get connected. That's it. So easy. Of course my motherboard doesn't have these kind of connectors, so I'm not able to show you the exact way. We will use different type of connectors to connect this one with this motherboard, but which will not applicable on yours. Alright, so far we have seen how to connect the CPU water block and the north bridge water block. Now we will see how to connect the motor, the water motor. Alright, so here is your water motor, which will actually work as a heart of your water cooling system. So it have two places, inlet and outlet. These are the barbs. You need to connect in the inlet and the outlet, and then you need to connect the tubings here, so you can actually make your water cooling start. This one will connect to the power cable of your SMPS, and this you can put on the motherboard's CPU heatsink fan section or the front chassis inlet fan section. It will actually not going to do much with this motor, but it will actually tell you the speed of the motor in RPM. If you have some kind of sensing software like a speed fan, which will tell the speed of all the fans, so it will treat it as a fan and tell you the RPM, how many RPM this motor is working, and in case if you face any issue you will see the warning. This is actually to give pace to your motor, so it won't slip in. Second, and the most important part of this is that it will actually work as a shock absorber. So you need to connect it like this, see, like this. These two screws will come here, screw holes will align with these two holes, and we have the bolts right here. You need to connect these two bolts here, so it will get connected. So in case if motor vibrates, this will work as a shock absorber. Then we have another spongy part. So if you want more shock absorber, you can take this, peel this off from both sides, match it here and fix it like this. So it will actually glue into your cabinet chassis and will work as a huge and pretty good shock absorber. But make sure you clean the chassis pretty well before fixing it, because it's work with gum So if in case your chassis is not clean enough, it may get off. Second, here you can see the 4 places which we have created to put the screws in, sorry. So here are the 4 screws which you can use to connect this section to the chassis tighten, so it will be within a good grip and vibration will be observed by this section. Then these 2 clamps can be used to clamp the tubings, so it won't slip out. However, it's not still, but we like this one, so that's why I've added good enough here as well. So you can connect it with the radiator and here, because our water blocks are coming itself with these kind of clamps, so you actually do not need to add another. But if you don't like this, just put the tubing and put this kind of clamps here, they will work as well. Choice is yours. You want this one or that one, it's all your choice, up to you. So this is how you actually going to connect the motor with your tubing, and with your entire water circuit loop. The final part is radiator. Here is the radiator. Let me just take this thing out. Radiator comes with 2 fans, grills, and 3-pin connectors. So actually, I believe even if you're gonna put your radiator inside the cabinet, I'm sure you don't have these many 3 ones. So we have given this thing to you, so you can actually simply connect this connector to the motor's power connector, the second one, and then connect these male connectors to the 3-pin female connectors. That's it, and your fans will power on. Now, how to get your connector, this radiator connected with the cabinet? Simple. The fans are connected here. You have also space available to connect other screws right in the second side of the radiator. So you can connect screws here and to get it connected with the cabinet, or if you have a big enough cabinet, you can connect 2 more fans here for a push-pull configuration. Here's the barbs. The barbs are already installed, so you don't need to worry about them. Just connect the tubing, put the clamps in, and you are ready to go. So this is how you gonna connect your water cooling. I hope I have covered everything which you're gonna need to connect this. One thing which I would like, our tubing is a bit hard, and actually which is the requirement of water cooling, so you may not able to connect it like this easily, especially in winters. So I suggest have some hot water readily available with you. Put this tubing for a couple of minutes in the hot water and then try to connect it. Second thing which we recommend is first take a size, make a diagram of your water cooling, like where you're going to put the motor, where you're going to put the water blocks, where you're going to put the radiator. Take a size of the tubing, cut the tubing, connect the tubing with all the stuff, and then put those things in the motherboard and the cabinet, because connecting tubing is sometimes not that easy if you don't have a hot water. So always keep hot water available with you. Thanks again. I hope that your 90°C temperature problem will be resolved, and I am sure it's going to be get resolved with our kit. And Happy New Year again to you and your family. Thank you.